Hello, I'm Mighty Slim, and in part 3 of our look at how to play Section 43 by Country Joe and the Fish, we're going to look at the intro lead guitar stuff that happens. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel below, Mr. Mighty Slim. We already looked at the arpeggiation middle section, the part that goes, and the outro section that's very similar to what I just described of the Alright, so here we go. So what I'm going to do for you now is I'm going to play the solo for you as best as I can, and then we're going to break down the licks for you. So here we go. And then the organ plays an F minor chord, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, so what did we do there? Let's break down the licks for you here. Let's try to get a little better look at the guitar here. So we're going to slide to the... Okay, the most important thing is you need to make sure that the tuning for this is the E string is tuned down to a D. We don't use that, but we will use that in future videos. And the high E string is also tuned down to a D. All the other strings are tuned normally. Alright, so we're going to slide in the 12th fret on the high D. And then 10 on the B. 12 on the B. 10 on the high D. And then a slight bend on the 12th fret of the high D. So then 12 on the D. 12 on the B. 10 on the B. And then 10 on the G, and then 12 on the G, and then let's try that again. It was 10 on the G, and then 12 on the D. That's right. So we have that's right. Now we have 10 to 12 on the D. Actually, it's a hammer on 10 to 12 on the D. 10 on the G. And then 12 on the G up and back. So then a slight bend on the 12th fret on the G. So up and back, and then a slight bend up. And then a hammer on from 10 to 12 twice. 12 on the G. That was 10 to 12 hammer on the G. 12 on the G, slight bend up. So you have and now I'm going to go up and back, 12 on the G. Right? 10 on the G, 12 on the D. And there's a slight pause there. So it's Alright, now we're going to slide to the 17th fret on the high D. And now I'm going to go 15 on the B, a slight bend on 17 on the B, to 15 on the high D, then a 17, 15 pull off on the D, to 15 on the B. Now I'm going to bend 17 on the B to 15 on the high D, and then I'm going to keep these notes bent up together. So So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to play this that 8 times. I'm going to try to get the rhythm right. So it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what did I do there? So that's the I'm playing both these notes at the same time. So that's the slight bend on the 17th fret of the B string, and the 15th fret on the D. So those are slightly bent up, right? And they get played. They get played 8 times. So you're gonna go. So, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's right. And then 15 on the B. So let's try that whole section. So we have. Right, and now the 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're gonna grab the 17. Actually, it's the 15 on the B. That's right, 15 on the B. And now we have 10 on the B. So 10 on the B, 12 on the B, 10 on the high D. Then I pull off the 12th of the 10 on the high D, and then I play the 13 on the 13 on the B string. So let's make sure we have that right. So let me make sure my bearings are a little squirrely here. So let me make sure I get that right. So that's right. That's right. So we did that. All right. Then we have 12 on the high D, 10 on the high D, 12 on the B, 10 on the B, 8 on the B, 6 on the B, 7 on the D, and then 5, 7 on the 5, 7 on the G. So 6, and then did I say 7 on the D? It's 7 on the G there. So then 5 on the G, 7 on the G, and then so that's a 5, 6 on the B, back and forth, hammer pull off, and then a double 6 on the B. So once again, that part is let's make sure we get it right. So woo! Made it out of the woods alive on that one. So now the I think this part is actually, I think the intro was played by Barry Country Joe. Here's the part that's played by Barry Melton. So we have, it's the part that goes so forth and so on. So we have 5, we have the 5 on the B and 7 on the high D. You play those both at the same time. And then you go up to the 7, 9 now. 7 on the B, 9 on the high D. So, and now I'm gonna pull off from the 8 to the 7 on the B to the 5, pull off, and then slide from the 7 to the 5 on the B. So then I go 7, 5, 3. So let me try it again. So one more time. That's right. And now we have, so what is that? That's 5 on the G, 7 on the G, 5 on the B, and then 5 on the G again, and slide it up to 7. So you're going to do that twice. And then I'm going to do 5 on the G, 5, 7 on the G rather, to 5 on the B, 7, 5 on the G, 7 on the D, and then 5 on the G. So, and it gets played twice. And there you have it. Once again, hopefully I'll play it right. Let's do everything we just did there. So. And there you have it. All right, we got more section 43 coming up, and we still have the last guitar solo and a couple other sections, and also the rhythm guitar parts as well. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel below, Mr. Mighty Slim. Leave a comment that you enjoyed it, and we'll see y'all when the future gets here. Mighty Slim, over and out.